We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Dan Bailey's got it teed up, and here we go now from Arlington at AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's the Boise State alone, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Get over there on the ball.
Throwing his Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Wentz now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Wide 26.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel. Bradham.
On the ball. Bring it to you.
Here's a giant. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. They go play action here on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That was the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Come on now, come on now. Let's go. 2 Jack, 2 Jack. Don't go. 280. Hey, man.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Airing it out for... He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
46, 46. 26. Gun. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Brandon Graham coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On second down, Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Hey, here you go.
Prescott now. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Prescott to throw it. And hauled in by Gathers. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A give to Elliott. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
He'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to look deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. This is Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to go up top again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
46.
Prescott from the gun. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Granted, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Prescott on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing. Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Great.
Play action. Now Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
81.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
4 down. Check. Let's go.
10th carry now for Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Yeah, baby. Awesome. Got his left. Here we go, 46. Done.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. They
run again with Ajayi. And he'll get up back to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They fake the give. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
On play action, Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. From the red zone now, Wentz fights off the defender, escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Get out.
Now Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
46. Here we go.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dayton Jones continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Throwing now is Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Now Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Prescott now on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
There you go. Wide 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On the ball.
They'll start out on the ground with a Johnny. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run with Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Prescott to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
47. We go 46.
Here's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And thanks to his safety and 2 field goals, this is now an 8-0 game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. He'll buy some time. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Demarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyrone Crawford getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Graham in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Well, Prescott here to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. It's caught at the 10. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.